Somehow I ended up with the new meta build in NBA 2K26, and it was by complete accident. Guys, I am talking about the 6'11 builds. Now let's break down how this happened exactly, right? So since the beginning of NBA 2K26, we all know that 7'4" has been the most popular build. I would call them the meta build. I know some people have referenced short guards doing fades, but the most popular build in the game was 7'4". And as you all know, we recently went through a patch which I guess made contests stronger on 7'4s than everybody else. So people would say they've been watered down just a little bit. So since that's happened, people have been looking for the new build height. And I had made 2 builds, right? No, I actually have 3 builds. All of them based on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The first 2 builds were 6'10". My third and final build that I've had, and my only build at a 99, is 6'11". And I love this build so much, and I thought that I had a secret gem, and I thought that honestly nobody else was gonna be using it until new information had started surfacing in the 2K community. Now, the first piece of information that surfaced in the 2K community that I guess is starting to popularize the 6'11 height is the jump shot contest data that came from, I think it was 2K Toots. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 2K Toots. And basically they tested a contest and what would be the best height to contest 7'4" players, because everybody was trying to stop them. And it came out that 6'11 had the best chance at contesting the 7'4" players. So that was one of the first things I saw, one of the first things I noticed. I was like, dang, that's gonna make more people make the build, right? Now, recently I watched a video from J.A.G and he made a new build, and it is a 6'11 build. But not only did he make a 6'11 build, he basically advertised 6'11s as the best height, like the guaranteed best height in the game. And you know, he says many times in his videos that he doesn't really call anything the best, like until he is certain about it. So the fact that he's saying 6'11 is the best is kind of a big deal. It's a big thing, right? So yeah, in his video, he's calling it the best. And on top of that, he said that Laker fan had made a video where he was saying the 6'11 point guards are like the new best thing. And I'm like, whoa, why is everybody all of a sudden making the 6'11 builds, right? So I'm gonna play the clip for you guys and let you guys see what he said in the video.
Laker fan made a video titled how the new best build in 2K26 is a 6'11 point guard. Now I'm gonna show you guys my build. I'm gonna give you a quick sample real quick of what I've been doing out here in the rec, but it's not just at PG. Look, I've been dropping people to the ground and greening over defenders. I kind of want this to be like a news video, a discussion on how good these 6'11s are, how you can put them at PG, how you can put them at center. I mean, just look what I've been doing out here. It is disgusting. Please remember, if you skipped ahead, I'm not calling my 6'11 the best build in the game because there's so many different versions you can do. I just think 6'11 is actually the best height in the game.
So as you can see, 6'11s are getting really popular. Now, the reason I mentioned him saying that it's the best, because it's different than him saying, hey, I made a new build and it's really good, or I really like it and it's really fun. Saying something is the best means like, yes, like all y'all need to go ahead and make this. If you want to make something and be the best player you could be, you need to make a 6'11 build. Versus I made a 6'11 build and it's really fun, it's really unique, but you know, not everybody can use it and you got to be really good at the game, blah, blah. That's completely different, right? Now, how do I feel about the fact that 6'11s have become popular after I already created it, right? Because like I said, I created it prior to any of this information. None of this information was out yet, or if any information was out, maybe it was the contest data and I hadn't watched the contest data video yet, but it's starting to spread like wildfire. And you already know, once a content creator, the biggest content creators you know, start to say, hey, look at this thing over here that nobody's noticing and nobody's realizing, it is going to amplify the amount of people that use that thing. I have an analogy. I want you to think of it like this. Imagine you have a favorite store where you find all the best clothes that you could possibly ever want and have. And when you go to that store, nobody seems to know about it. It's pretty empty, right? So the store is empty every time you go in there and you got your pick of the litter. You don't even got to wait online because nobody knows about this place and it got the best clothes ever. Every time somebody asks you where you get your clothes from, I don't know, you could gatekeep and not tell them, or you could tell them, but tell them don't tell too many people because you want to keep the lines short and just get in and out and have the inventory to yourself, whatever, right? Then imagine one day Dwayne The Rock Johnson, let's say it's a fitness store. Dwayne The Rock Johnson goes to your store and he likes it too. He loves it. And he's like, dang, this is the best fitness store that I've ever been to, this fitness clothing. And he tweets about it. And then tomorrow you go into the store and you go in there and it is packed. It is flooded. All the items, like it's running out of everything basically, right? The lines are long as hell. You could barely get to anything. Your store is seemingly in your head ruined because I can't get online, or if I gotta get online, it's gonna be too long to get online. There's gonna be less options for things for me to get. It's just gonna be tough to get what you need to in your store. It's kind of gonna be like, dang, bro, like, you know, you happy The Rock found out about your store, but now you might have to find a new store. And that's kind of how I feel about like my build and the 611 being a now popular thing. I have always wanted to create a build that was just for me and a build that is not the meta in the game. I don't like using builds that everybody else is using. And this is not me saying, oh, they shouldn't have made a video talking about blah, blah. Nah, it's nothing like that, because if the build is honestly that nice, it's honestly that's nice. And I'm happy that other people are seeing that it's nice, but I just don't want it to be a popular build that's used, because now I'm just gonna feel like one of the crowd. I'm gonna feel like one of many other people. Now, obviously it's different in the way of my store analogy, because you can't run out of the builds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can make a 611. You don't run out of 611s. There's not a certain amount of people that can make 611s in the games like it would be in the clothing store. A certain amount of people that could buy a certain, you know, type of clothing or item of clothing, right? But either way, I don't want to play the game and then everybody is using the same thing as me. Now, granted, he's talking about the height, right? And I actually made a video talking about the difference between, you know, height, or not the difference between height, how height is now referenced as a build when height in itself isn't a build. Height just tells you the size of your player, but the build is, you know, the attributes and everything else like that. So technically speaking, I have my own 611 that's still my own attributes, and that is still uniquely mine. And I gotta take that as my prize, you know what I'm saying? But everybody now gonna be running around with the 611s. But either way, I just don't want to be a part of the meta. I don't want to be in a part of the meta. I don't want to have a day where I do have a good game and people are saying, well, it's because I'm using the meta in the game. I just want it to be, you know, because I played well. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I'm not even saying that I'm nice in the game enough to, you know, be killing it with 611s and everything else like that. I know there's plenty of people out there, badge plug included, Laker fan included, that play on the build way better than me, because I'm an average 2K player and they're like elite 2K players, right? So I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, dang, like everybody gonna have them now. You know, it is what it is. And let me know if you relate in the comment section down below. That's all I really wanted to say. That's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to let you guys know that I guess I'm a part of the meta now, but not really, because, you know, I never had the intention to be, and I really don't want to be. And I hope that 611s don't become the new meta and people stay on their 7.4s, or they find a new height that they love. Maybe everybody falls in love with 6.8s next week, because you know how the 2K community is, especially with patches. Things go up and down throughout the year. Something else is going to be popular again eventually. So yeah, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Let me know if you like it when other people are basically using something that you thought not many other people were using, but you were using. And if it gets popularized, how you feel about it. If you're like the more the merrier, or if you're like, dang man, like now everybody's gonna be on it. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is J Athletic Gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one.